Oh, mi ò rí iná rí ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n mú pure water. Ok, wọ́n náà wá gba ẹyọ kan. Mo bọ́ ṣe ń mú. Mo bọ́ ṣe ń mú. Wá já. Mo ẹ̀ kó ṣe sí ẹlẹ́nu. Ó yá fún díẹ̀ kó fún ráfà náà ṣòtúkọ́. Ó yá fún ráfà náà.
Mama Africa, your children are home. Two things I've noticed here is that the Okada, the motorcycles and the vehicles, they don't slow down, they don't stop, they don't care, they just go. Everyone's supposed to get out of their way, which is different from Uganda. But one thing that's really difficult is not using Luganda when speaking to these people. I'll be speaking to them in Yorùbá and then like Uganda comes and I'm like, I was saying like Sebo, Nyabo, whatever, and then I had to stop.
Even I do as well. I'm saying, they don't know what that means, but they respond.
But for me, like it takes over my brain, and I suddenly I just stop it. I'm just silent. I could probably use English, and they might understand me, but it's like even that won't come. It just I'm like Good morning. This is my first attempt at making danwake. I think that's what you call it, danwake, which is a northern Nigerian dish. They're bean dumplings made with bean flour and some other type of flour like wheat flour or something to bring it together. For this one I use plantain flour to make it come together. But the flavor's already pretty good. We'll try to perfect this and do it on our cooking channel for you all to see. So this is our breakfast of champions. Ooh, looks tasty. Let's try it. I think it's gonna be very chewy.
Chewy is good. Is it good?
Chewy, meaty.
Ah, really?
Oh,
I want to try.
I like dumplings. ¿Te gusta?
This is like Akure.
Oh, you mean the texture? Or the...
With
It's a
sauce.
bit harder.
Yeah, it's dumpling with sauce, but it's a chewy wura.
Usually they eat it with fresh vegetables, but I didn't put pepper in it because we have the ogata. But you're supposed to put some pepper in it. Mide doesn't want hers because it's too bland. I didn't put pepper in hers. She wants the pepper one.
It's really good. I've never made this in my life. This is really good.
So Mide ate it all and she wants more.
She's eating my food.
Eating all of your food.
Yeah.
High five, yeah. Tulio Bobo. ¿No quieres más? ¿Quieres esto? Ok, espera un momento. Ok, podemos intercambiar. So, we're sitting here eating out bananas, nuts, maize, boiled maize, also, well, we had some roasted maize too. Waiting for them to change the oil on the car. Sí, cacahuetes. We're in Akure, but you see there's a farm right here next to us. And some turkeys, little turkeys were just walking through the cars here. So I had to take a break. I wanted to come to see the mechanic, see where the mechanic is. Ajá, está roto. Por eso lo están arreglando. He's asking me why the car is broken. Anyways, so yeah, we were trying to fill up the soil, as you saw, at the house and everything, so we can get planting. And hopefully even be able to plant our matoke trees before they go bad. They are growing. They have some roots coming out of the suckers and everything, so I'm hoping they will stay alive until we can plant. But anyways, so yeah, here we are. I came with the mechanic because last time the mechanic took the car, because he would come to our town, pick up the car, bring it all the way to Akure, bring it to the mechanic shop. And when he would come back, the petrol was very low. So we're like, maybe they were just driving like a lot, using it for different, things. So I said I would come this time, so I could be with the car, so I can see what they do with it. But yeah, so that's why I'm here, just to see where they're at and whatnot. But yeah, this is what it looks like outdoors, like most places in Uganda too. Well, here they are. They came back. Hey. Tulio, papá. ¿Te gustan? ¿Eh? No, no te han comido. He said they didn't eat me. So this is rush hour in our town. Well, in the city nearby our town. It's a little bit blocked up, but it's not too bad. So I got pulled up. Well, not pulled over by the police, but I got the car impounded by the police here in the city. But it was the first time, I guess, that I dealt with the Nigerian police where I'm on the, I guess, wrong side. And so I guess I parked somewhere. I parked behind some vehicles. There were these vehicles parked. I parked right behind a vehicle. So I was just thinking it's a normal parking to go see a business. Then they told me, oh, the owner is on the other side of the street. So I went to the other side of the street and he made me wait for a long time. Anyways, long story short, I got to the car and it was like, it had this weird boot on it, rusted metal, whatever, chains on the tire. And then they lifted up the wipers just to let you know, hey, there's something that we did. And then they also apparently took the license plate off the back and put it on the front. And anyways, they fixed all of that when I came. And the people were pointing me to the other side of the street saying, look, there's police over there. Go talk to them. Give them something. And I'm like, okay. So I put my stuff in the car. I go over there with Tulio. And the police are like, they're like, okay, you know, you should be parking in this parking area. And I was like, you know, this owner, he told me to come over here. He's like, yeah, but he's not the owner of the streets, is he? I'm like, okay. I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah, these spots have no parking from this spot to that spot. I'm like, sorry, I'm new. You know, I'm just knowing that. Hey, where are you coming from? Like France or what? I'm like, no, Uganda. They're like, Uganda, okay. They were like, okay, so 10K. I was like, I don't even have that, which I don't in my pocket. I'm like, I don't even have that, and I don't have a bank account here yet. So I'm like, I don't have that money. He said, you know, I was about to say 1K, but then I was like, that might make them angry, so I said 2K. So I said, okay, how about 2K? I was like, I can give 2K. And the guy's like, okay, that's fine. So I got out the 2K, and they're like, Oibo's putting his hand, like they were speaking Yorùbá, but they were like, Oibo's putting his hands into his pockets, taking out money. Hey, let's all gather around and get. I was like, It's like, back off. I'm just trying to get the 2K to give to the guy. So I gave him the 2K, and then he said, okay, go. So I went, and that's when I saw them, like, a guy followed me and unscrewed the front license plate. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I saw he had taken it off the back and put it on the front. I'm like, okay. He said, okay, have a good time. I'm like, all right, well, I learned my lesson about parking. Apparently there's parking, like, areas all around Akure, so I'm learning bit by bit. Mpola. And then Tulio's just asleep in the back. Anyways, so we're letting these people go through because they were all jammed up, but hopefully we can get there to the junction. Oh, now they're all helping. There we go. All of these madams are over there helping. Wow, that's cool. And you couldn't see it, but there's a baby driving in that car right there on the daddy's lap. By the way, I've seen in Kampala or in Uganda, I've seen them put fish on the front of their vehicles, like especially the taxi buses, vans, what do you want to call them? They would have fish hanging on the front. Even people in their small, like Toyota Corollas would have that. But here I just saw two, I think they were dead, chickens. It looks like they just wringed their necks and hung them upside down on the front of their vehicle, their transport, public transport. So yeah, that's the first I've seen of that. I guess it's not so different from Americans putting a dead deer or something on the front of their vehicle, turkey, I don't know.
Tomorrow.
Hey guys, so I'm sick today. I have H. pylori, and if you're wondering why I'm diagnosing myself like that, it's because we've had it many times in varying degrees, and it also has very distinct, easy to recognize symptoms that are a bit gross, so I won't go into right now. But the point is, it's very simple to know what you got. Anyways, we think it's because I wanted a late night snack, and I shared it with Anu as well. It was a pineapple. Apparently I forgot to rinse it properly after peeling. Anyways, the point is, this stuff colonizes your stomach and intestines and stuff. Anyways, it's pretty awful. Anu has a theory about why it's so bad right now, and I think she's right, because usually H. pylori, we're eating so many good fruits and vegetables, things like that we have really good bacteria that can fight, or at least keep something like H. pylori from colonizing. And we don't drink alcohol or things like that that would kill, you know, the bacteria. So what kills our good bacteria, right? What does that? It's things that kill stuff. So pesticides and possibly even some herbicides. I need to look into that. See if maybe glyphosate, which is the most common herbicide around the world, see if that does something. But pesticides definitely, right? Fungicides, pesticides, those will kill your bacteria. And a lot of the stuff that we were eating when we first arrived here was organic for sure, right? We found things that were local, like people selling stuff next door who grew it in their backyard, stuff like that. And we were so happy to finally have organic stuff. Even in the main market, sometimes you can find, they'll have like organic alongside more hybrid stuff that doesn't look like it's been eaten at all by insects. And you're like, ooh, you stay away from those. But at least they still have, you know, the local stuff. However, these past few days, I think we've ingested some of the more hybrid stuff, the more sprayed stuff, ones that we couldn't control or know like where they came from. So for example, there was a house of madam that was selling me tomatoes and habaneros for our stew, our red stew. And it was, and I asked him, where do these grow? Do they grow here? He's like, I don't know where they come from. I just get them from the market. I'm like, ooh, because they look pristine. And I was like, and they didn't rot very easily. So I was like, these look really good, but I know that if they look really good, that's a bad sign usually. So, and they're all more or less the same shape, like Roma. Versus the local tomatoes, the local varieties, they're not quite Roma-ish. Anyways, that, and then I also had maize yesterday with Tulio, just because we had to go out and we didn't have time to eat lunch or bring anything with us. So I just had to buy what I could along the side of the road, and, you know, nuts and things like that. Bananas, which are safe, but then local bananas, and then what was it, maize, and the maize was pristine. It was like really long, pristine stuff, hybrid stuff. So, hola Tulio. And so he came in here and gave me a kiss and was yeah, caring for me. I appreciate that. Te lo agradezco, hijo. So anyways, so I think she's right that those things had pesticides, herbicides, whatever on them, and it killed our bacteria, because that's the only time when I ever had this that bad was when we were eating all these tomatoes in Uganda that are terribly sprayed with stuff, and it just killed all my good bacteria. So then if I eat even one little thing with H. pylori, it just colonized me immediately, and it's really bad. This stuff tries to kill you. It really does try to kill you. It's awful. But anyways, usually it takes about a day or so and I'm back on my feet, but those first half day or so is a bit rough. Hola, Rafa. Hey. Hey, ¿qué te ha pasado? ¿Algo te ha picado? Oh. So anyways, that's today. So Anu is having to help out with breakfast and all that. She gave me a lot of food to eat, and that's the key. Eat lots of good, fresh food. Keep eating. Don't stop eating. Try to avoid animal products and stuff. Those things can really affect things. Ew! Como la lagartija, he's acting like a lizard. Anyways, and so that's what we do. Ew, no hagas eso. So that's what we do, and yeah, I'm already feeling a bit stronger, because it saps you, it takes all of your water and all of your food out of your body just like that. So, anyways, so I'm already getting my energy back, and hopefully in an hour or two, I'll get back on my feet. So looking forward to that, because I have things to plant, like matoke and all that. Wish me the best. Yeah. We're watching our movie, My Love from Another Land. Haven't seen it in a bit. We've made a lot of good changes to it. We're going to be putting it on YouTube soon. So
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited for the entire world to see it.
So be on the lookout. Our movie, My Love from Another Land. Feature film. Mide, ¿qué tienes ahí? Ah! She grabbed the whole chunk of piña.
Trees there.
There's too many oil palms. So. They planted them where the towers opened up the land, I think. But this tower is not being used though.
Oh my God, it's just there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe they're working on it?
Maybe so.
Because there's another one. These things are big. Oh. Hey, that looks like those leaves up there. They look like air potato. They look like Kobe. Yeah, cool. This is true rainforest here. Except that they planted tons of oil palms. Hola, Rafito. Ooh, coco. This reminds me of being in the Renzori, near the Renzori. When we went to Bundiwujo area, it was like this. And they had the oil palms and everything near the Congo. You know, they say Nigeria is hot, and it is very, very hot, but if they don't cut down their forests, it'll be very nice and cool. Yeah, you see these look like yam or Kobe, bitter yam or Kobe or something like that. They're all related. I'm not sure which one it is. Big bananas. ¿Esos? Esos vienen de las palmeras de aceite. Ajá. Ya. Es el desperdicio después de sacar todas las frutas, todas esas frutas de la palmera. Ajá. Ya, todas esas frutas de la palmera.
Cuando estábamos yendo a el bosque
Vámonos.
en Uganda.
Sí.
Veíamos una.
Mm.
En
Nigerian. Never heard of
You
golden
sure?
mushrooms being
You sure?
edible.
Mi didn't Rafa no shit yo.
Aww.
Kini.
They cut down the forest here. The maize and stuff.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
What's he getting?
Ẹ wọ́n ti gé gbogbo igi yẹn. Lọ́ráàkì ò ní dùn sí. Ẹ máa lọ ẹyin ọmọ. Ẹnì ṣọ́, ẹnì ṣọ́, ẹnì ṣọ́.
Inú rẹ̀ kò ní dùn sórí ẹ̀ kò wá ń bí hàn.
Ó ti gbogbo wọn ti lọ nìyẹn. Wọ́n lọ́ráàkì sì ti lọ. Àtàwọn ẹranko tó wà ń bí báyìí.
Rafa, ¿no quieres venir? Oh, okay. Anda bien. No, he was walking too slow.
Ó rìn dáadáa o. Okay.
So they also have yams growing here in the piles. ¿Cómo? Mm. And some maize.
Rafa.
Got some small ones too.
You did?
They look like mangoes. Oh yeah, because they're wild mangoes. African wild mangoes. Wow, the things that grow wild around here. I could see people packaging them and selling them at Walmart to put in people's offices and homes.
The next day.
Okay, so I made it again and it's a hit. It's kind of like ravioli. She wants me to make this every single day. It's good, just with some raw onion and some lime juice on top. It's really good. Danwake, I think is what it's called.
Later.
So what's happening today is that, well, it's at night, and I'm going to show you the big African, well, the West African esusu. Enswa is what they call it in Uganda. It's what do you call it? It's a flying termite, basically, is what they call it. They call it white ants over there. Let me show you the ones that Raphael has caught. Rafa, what are they're here in the water. Now they are swarming. We are inside the house. They are swarming outside. I know I'm sweating. I'm not used to the heat. Well, it's just steam, I suppose. Anyways, let me show you guys. Look at all of that esusu, flying termite. Now these things are big. They're huge. Let me show you close up of what they look like. Yeah, they're twice the size of the Ugandan Enswa. Yeah, so Pablo, there are hundreds over here up here, and then there are tons more on the other side, in the back side. So expect everything out and big and all that. Mide no family and Mide is here trying to catch one too. What is here? What is where? What is where? Come down. Getting down. And then Tulio got a stick. I don't know what he's intending to do with the stick, but I suppose we'll find out. Tulio. Guys, remember early on where Pablo and the kids were catching all of the ensua, all of the house, what do you call it? The white ant, the flying termite. Guess what happened after we roasted them and then we ate some? I only tasted a few. And Pablo and the kids ate some already before me. And Pablo said it felt like his mouth was tingling. The kids were fine. There's nothing wrong with the kids. But Pablo, on the other hand, is like that. So he has hives all over his body and swollen face and
red. All red here, itchy, swollen. My ears are swollen, my nose is
I've
swollen.
never seen this before.
I've never had any allergies my whole life.
Yeah.
Never. And nothing like this.
That's
Ever.
crazy.
It's like hives.
And it's
I
itchy
can feel my whole
everywhere.
body's like pulsing.
So I had to run outside this night, going to pharmacies from pharmacy asking for antihistamine, and none of them have it. So I started we're both looking for natural remedy for this thing. And it says eat citrus, hydrate, and don't go to bed, which is late at night, and say don't go to bed because if anaphylactic shock happened to you while you're sleeping, you're screwed. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. It's an experience. I've never felt something like this.
Yeah.
I feel like that dad on what is it?
On Encanto that has
His hands get all
swollen.
swollen, his nose get all swollen and everything. I've never had this in my life ever. So
And Pablo said, I said, you should have eaten a little bit. He said, I ate a whole lot in Uganda and I'm fine. I'm like, we're not in Uganda anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore.
I had all kinds of insects in
Yeah.
Uganda and I was fine. Like, and the same things, they're related. The white ants, the flying termites. It's the same thing, they're just bigger here.
I don't understand.
I don't know why.
Oh my gosh. Mommy did say, if you eat ekurubele or whatever in the name of it, ekurubele, ekurubele, that it will be itchy and you will have itchy whatnot. Which means it does happen. It does happen before. Yeah, they say if it's not ripe or if it's not big enough, it's called ekurubele or something, that it might itch your what it might cause you itchiness. But the thing is, this one are big and they're ripe or big enough, So I wouldn't think that this is that this will cause that. Apparently, maybe.
Well, there were some that were big and some that were a little bit smaller.
But which means it has happened before.
It's like on Hitch, guys. Like where he's all swelling and he's itching his ears and stuff. Oh,
What did he eat that made him itchy?
it was like shellfish or something.
Oh,
This is not fun.
sorry.
I've never had this in my life. I always made fun of people with allergies. Allergies. Means their genes aren't strong. I don't know what I used to think. I used to think stupid stuff.
Well, you're not the only one that this has happened to apparently, because I think mommy knows about some. If you eat some, you will get itchy stuff.
Well, people have survived then. Otherwise, she would have been freaking out saying,
Yep.
you're dying. Maybe we should call her and see what she knows.
Oh yeah, they're awake now.
Yeah.
Let me call mommy and see what they're saying.
Oh gosh, this is bad.
Well, that's the update for us, guys. Well, we know to be careful. We're
No more eating living things. Crawling things.
brave new world out here.
No things that fly or crawl. No. No more.
How about we stay away from living things altogether, from eating them?
Anything with eyeballs.
Yeah.
Stay away from. Oh, jeez. So, Anu's calling Mummy to see what she knows about this allergic reaction to these flying termites. I'm just amazed because, like, I think I would be like Will Smith on Hitch right now if we were not eating like plant-based, SOS-free food. Yeah, because if we had salt, oil, sugar, that sort of stuff, all these oils and stuff, we'd be really, I think I'd be swollen. Instead, like, it feels swollen, but I look in the mirror and it looks about the same. It's just red, really red, and my hands are red, and I've got like hives on me that are red, but they're not swollen. They're just itchy, and even like, I think I would have like a really tight chest, and my lips would be huge and everything if I had like pre-existing. So thankfully that's saving me somewhat, but I'm gonna try to keep adding vitamin C. I wish we had ginger. That should help some. But yeah, it's just the swelling's like on the inside, and my intestine stuff kind of hurt a bit. But yeah, I think that's the saving grace, is not having pre-existing inflammation. So although it's all red, it's not like getting big and blocking my airways too much and all. So, whew. I think otherwise it would be a life-threatening thing. So I don't know if you can see how red my hands are, but you can see they're not swollen, but they're really itchy and really red. Keep on keeping on, and don't touch any more flying insects or anything.